Imagine being labeled flawed for doing exactly what makes you unstoppable. That's the paradox of Coco Gauff's game, and tennis legend Andy Roddick just broke it down for the world. Welcome back to Net Rush Report, your go-to source for everything tennis, big wins, shocking insights, and the stories behind the headlines. Andy Roddick recently spotlighted an attribute of Coco Gauff that some fans and critics consider a weakness, but he sees it as a key part of her brilliance. On a recent episode of his Served with Andy Roddick podcast, the former ADP #1 praised the American star's grit, resilience, and unbreakable competitive spirit. Roddick revisited Gauff's stunning triumph over Aryna Sabalenka in the women's singles final of this year's French Open. Despite losing the first set, Gauff staged a remarkable comeback, ultimately defeating the WTA #1 to claim her second Grand Slam singles crown. What stood out to Roddick wasn't just the win itself, but how Gauff uses her perceived weaknesses, like occasional shaky serves and forehands, to her advantage. Gauff had also come back from a set down to beat Sabalenka to win her maiden singles Grand Slam title at the 2023 US Open, Roddick noted, highlighting the consistency of her never-say-die attitude. He emphasized that while some see her reliance on athleticism and mental toughness as drawbacks, these qualities actually allow her to compete toe-to-toe with the very best players in the world. One memorable moment Roddick pointed out. Gauff letting the ball flutter up against Sabalenka wasn't a mistake. It was tactical, a move designed to disrupt the rhythm of the world #1. According to Roddick, that kind of mental resilience and in-match awareness is precisely what separates elite players from the rest. The praise came in the wake of a controversial remark by Sabalenka, who suggested that Gauff's 2025 French Open win came more from her own errors than from Gauff's skill. Roddick didn't hold back, insisting that Gauff deserved far more recognition for the way she outperformed a top competitor under immense pressure. By the end of 2025, Coco Gauff had cemented her position as the world #3, wrapping up the season with a round-robin loss to Sabalenka at the WTA Finals in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Even with that setback, her journey, and Roddick's insights, highlight the power of turning weaknesses into weapons at the highest level of tennis. Coco Gauff isn't just winning titles. She's redefining what it means to compete at the top. And as Andy Roddick reminds us, sometimes what critics call flaws are actually the very traits that make champions. That's it for today's update on Net Rush Report. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss the latest tennis insights.